Okay, guys, welcome back. We have another question from the third chapter of Mechanics of Materials, question 25 by Johnston. The two solid shafts are connected by gears as shown and are made of steel for which the allowable shearing stress is 7,000 psi. So we have the maximum shearing stress 7,000 psi or pound per inch square. So this is psi. We know that the diameter of the two shafts are respectively 1.6 and 1.25. We need to determine the largest torque Tc that can be applied at point C. So we're going to be dealing with the elastic torsion formula where the maximum shearing stress is equal to T times C over J, and J is the moment of inertia, 1/2 of pi times C to the 4th. So what the question is asking in here is the torque, and we can just plug J in here because we're dealing with solid shafts. So we're going to be dealing with this moment of inertia, and so the maximum shearing stress is basically equal to 2T over pi C to the 3. And if we want to find the torque, we have pi divided by 2 times maximum shearing stress times C to the 3. So that's the formula that we're going to be dealing with. We can go with each of them. Let's start with the TC for the shaft ABC. So for the shaft ABC, TC will be pi divided by 2 times maximum shearing stress 7,000 times the diameter of the ABC is 1.6. Keep in mind the C in here is the radius, it's not the diameter. So we need to divide that by 2, all to the power of 3. So let's just calculate this. So we have this ratio pi times 7,000 times 1.6 to the 3. And we have 2 to the 3 times 2, which is going to be 2 to the 4. So that's going to give us the torque in pound inch. So 5,630. So we can also report this as a kip inch, which is basically divided by 1,063 kip inch. So that's going to be what we found based on the shaft ABC. Let's move on to shaft DE or shaft EF. EF or DEF. So now we're going to be looking for torque F, which is what we have in here. So pi divided by 2, 7,000, everything's the same except the diameter is different. We have 1.25, so 1.25 divided by 2, all to the power of 3. Here, all we need to change is this 1.25, and that's going to give us 2.684 kips inch or 2,684 pound inch. So that's what we found based on the elastic torsion formula. But keep in mind that we have these two gears that based on the third law of Newton, they're exerting the same force. Because the force is the same, we know force is or actually the torque that is applying in here. So what we're gonna see is these two gears that have the same force, or we can call it F, and they're gonna make torque about this center. So because of the Newton's law, these F's are the same because they're action and reaction, and the torque for each would be basically the radius times the force. So each force can be, we can call that one we know this one is 4. The radius of this one is 2.5. So 2.5. And the big one would be TC. The torque would be TC, and the small one would be TF. So TC times 4. Sorry. So F in here for the big one would be TC over 4, because TC would be force times the distance, and the other one would be T F over 2.5. So based on the, we can figure out that TC is 4 over 25 times TF. You just have to put this equal to each other and just cross multiply. And based on this, we can find another TC. So what we found so far is that we found the TC here, this value, and we found TF, what we have in here. So for us, what the bigger one can do is that if we go with the TC that we have in here and just plug it in, for TC, let's say we have 563, the TF that we're going to get is going to be 2.5 times 5.63 divided by 4. That's going to be 3.5. And if we look at that, we'll see that that torque is going to be more than what this shaft can tolerate. So that means this TC is not acceptable for us, and we're going to pick the smaller one. As a rule of thumb, so what that means is that we're going to just plug in the TF that we found, so which was 2.684, and this is going to give us another TC. So 4 times 2.684 divided by 2.5, that's going to be 4.3 kip inch. And that's going to be acceptable for us because this value is less than what we found for TC. This was 5.6, and that's going to be the maximum torque that it can tolerate. And this is going to be the final answer for this question. So as a rule of thumb, we're going to go with the smaller value because that way we can make sure that the system is safe. I hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. See you in the next video. Have a good one.